Hello and welcome to Elwing Arwen Tarot. I'm Elwing Arwen, I'm Jen, and today we're going to be looking at just a message for the collective right now. I know it's been really crazy around the world, but I feel like Spirit has a message today. So we're going to be using the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, Moonology, and the Light Seers Tarot for the reading today. All right, I think first we're going to grab a card from the Archetypes deck. So Spirit, what message do you have for the collective today? Oh, the Mentor. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. Put that over here toward the edge a bit. Okay. And from the Moonology. Oh, all right. We'll take the first one. Work through your fears. Ooh, new moon in Scorpio. We just had a new moon in Scorpio. Oh, synchronicities, right? Okay. All right. Spirit, what message do you have for the collective today? All right. Ooh. We've got Queen of Swords and Eight of Pentacles starting off strong. I'm feeling this one. King of Swords in reverse, okay. And Queen of Wands in reverse. Let me try to get these to straighten up a bit. All right. Page of Swords. Let me just check your cards. Okay, this is just a very close reading. All right, and then Page of Swords in reverse. You know what, I'll take these two and I'll set them over here for now, or set them over here for later. Okay. All right. So we have the Mentor and we have Work Through Your Fears with the new moon in Scorpio. We have the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, and Page of Swords in reverse. Let me see. I'm going to put these here. And I'm going to put our reverse cards under for right now. See if that kind of helps with the interpretation. Okay. All right, so this almost looks like the Justice card with the, in this deck with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords on opposite ends. And then these colors are mirrored in this card. I say oddly enough, it's very, very clear that's what's going on here. So let's start with our Queen and King of Swords, these counterparts, right? Our Queen of Swords is asking us in this moment to be very analytical with our emotions. The Queen of Swords does not sit there and make decisions based off of feelings or intuition, but through the mind. And with her sword here, in this card in particular, I always feel like she's slicing through the, those ideas of what is important and what isn't, right? Cutting through the crap, honestly. And with our King of Swords in reverse, don't rely on what you think you know. Like, keep an analytical mind. Keep a mind that's open to possibilities, but at the same time, don't immediately trust what you see. Because the reason I'm saying that is all of these animals are known for their sight, right? Their sight in the dark, or the sight in the dark for the bat and the owl. The raven sees clearly. It's a corvid. And they're known for their sharp beaks, and they are known for their ability to see very far. You also have a dragonfly here, which I don't think I've ever noticed that. Or is that a damselfly? But either way, damselflies and dragonflies are also known for being able to see very clearly. They're the quickest, I've read this recently, they have the highest percentage of any predator to catch their prey. They catch like 95% of what they go after. And what do they go after? They go after mosquitoes. So if we have here, like the King of Swords in its upright position is very much about going after, like setting your sights and going for it, right? All of these predators, they're known for their amazing ability to catch their prey and to be able to see in the dark. And it's saying, don't rely on what you're seeing in this reverse. Like, don't put all of your hopes and dreams on what you can understand and what you can analyze. You're going to have to take this. Do you see how this, it's almost like an eagle, could be a raven, or even a vulture. Vultures are known to go up on those those upwinds, and they stay on the upwinds in order to fly very far. And they, because of their stomachs, this is something I learned earlier this summer, their stomachs have such a high acidity rate that they are able to completely get rid of and eradicate any diseases diseases and bacteria in the corpses that they eat, because they are carrion fowl, they eat the dead. But when they eat those things, it destroys that bacteria, it destroys that virus. It's fascinating information, in my opinion. So really, we're being asked to rise above and to squash those little things that would kill us, in my mind. Right now, there's a lot of infighting in groups, and there's a lot of tension as a whole based on the astrology right now. So make sure you take a step back. This full moon in Taurus is going to be really difficult to process. So take some time and take a step back. Don't rely on what you see, and take a more analytical approach. All right. That was a lot in those two cards. Love it. Okay, so our Eight of Pentacles talks about working steadily towards a goal, right? Specifically, what you put your time and energy into will increase. It'll just get better and better. It's in one of my decks, it's the buffalo, and really that talks about just this constant pursuit. This card also has the moon phases. And connecting it with the buffalo makes me think of this full moon in Taurus coming up tomorrow, honestly. So, hey, this full moon in Taurus is going to, I think, show what we need to be moving towards and what we need to be letting go. Hold on a minute. Sorry. All right. And really that that pressure is building right now. And that's that waxing gibbous moon builds the pressure until it erupts, it lets go all of a sudden when the moon is full. So until we get to that full moon, we are going to be feeling this pressure. And what is the pressure revealing? The pressure is revealing maybe where we haven't been charismatic. Okay, so let's go back. I like whenever I do it upright first to explain what the upright meaning is and why the reversal means what it is. So the upright meaning is the Queen of Wands is someone who's very charismatic, very passionate, goes with her gut, does amazing. She is the moment. She's iconic. She knows she is who she is, and she has this magic within her, right? This fire, this spark, and everybody is drawn to her. The Page of Swords is someone who is, you can see with these light bulb balloons and this, somebody who's very interested in learning. They may overthink, and they may be overthinking some things, but overall they're just very interested in learning all that they can. Hello, baby. It wouldn't be a video, right, if Saffron didn't come and say hey to us. Hello. Ow. Okay. That did not go as well as I'd hoped. All right. So this is someone who has a lot of charisma, energy, passion. This is someone who has passion for learning, and is trying to absorb all they can. Someone who is very dedicated to the continuing education even. So when those are upside down, what are you working towards that actually zaps your energy? Does everything that you're working towards fit? And how much information are you taking in right now? Again, with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, we want to be careful what information and how much information we're taking in right now. I've been getting this pull to draw away from online spaces as a whole, just because I need to sit with my own energy. And I've been reminded several times that other people's energy can feel off-putting to me. So I'm really having to watch where I spend my time. So I haven't been on here much at all in the past week. But today I really felt led to do this whole reading. So here we go. And by the way, I wanted you to show you guys this. Do you see, if I do these cards, if I hold them like this, you can see how these exact same colors are being represented in this Eight of Pentacles. Again, very much like the Justice card here too. It's giving. It is giving. Love this. But yeah, so we have, I apologize. I'm a millennial. It is what it is. Anyway, no. So we have this Queen of Wands energy. What is zapping your energy here? What is making you overthink? What is taking your energy away from what you are trying to work towards? Oh, that's good. Because a lot of times, I think especially in this new moon or this full moon time, when everyone's energy is up, we're getting this very fiery, hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. We're getting this very fiery, frustrated, I'm mad at you, I'm gonna be mad at you. It's powerful energy. But is it worth it in the end? That's, I think, what the Eight of Pentacles is really trying to show here. It's causing, I'm going to show you this too. We have one card up here and two cards down here. It's really showing this imbalance going on internally for us right now, because we are all off balance. Wherever you live, I think this is true for pretty much everybody. I'm going to move these again. Sorry, guys. I know I keep moving stuff, but there we go. Okay. Yeah. And I think a lot of what is fueling us in this imbalance is our fears. Our fears are keeping us overthinking. Our fears are keeping us drawn away, almost ready to fight. Our fears are keeping us distracted from the overall goal. And so this is, I think, what the Mentor card is saying, hey, guys, let's take a minute, like a good mentor would. Let's take a minute. Let's take a step back. Let us rethink what we're doing and why. Because 90% of the time, what is worth putting your energy towards these days? It's always a good question to ask. But especially right now in this tumultuous time, when we don't know which way is up for the most part. And again, I don't think it matters what country you're in. I'm in the United States, but even still, there's this imbalance of power for sure. This imbalance of, I'm going to say this too. It's also an imbalance emotionally, because while I can see everything going on does not make sense. It's like internally, I'm very calm. It's like externally, I should be worried. But a couple of days ago, I had this switch where all of a sudden, no, I am calm. I feel weirdly like, I know there's a lot of psychics and mediums and tarot readers saying, just hold on. It's not quite that. It's more like, let's see how this plays out. Again, with the Page of Swords in reverse here, there's a point where you can have almost too much information or not the right information. And I think we're all waiting on what that information is. And not to be US centric at all. I think this also goes for what we're seeing in Germany, what we're seeing in Spain. This is worldwide. This is not, and it's not just because I'm American, but at the same time, guys, like, let's remember that if stuff is going on between the current president-elect and the president of Russia, that could cause imbalance for the entire world. And I'm sorry. I don't know how else to put that. And I'm not making any, this is not predictions. This is really more of a, how can we manage our energy right now than anything? Because I don't want you to be afraid at all. That is not the point of this. So let's look at our last two cards, because we've looked at ways that we can work through our fears. We can work through ways to calm us. I do want to say real quick, notice in the Eight of Pentacles, she's here, she's got this candle. She's got journals that looks like she's writing in. Journaling, incense, or like these bowls of potpourri, or crystals, or plants. Like, really, she's grounding herself. There is a point where she's grounding herself in her work, but sometimes the work is in fact grounding herself. So that's me. My main takeaway from all of this is, take care of yourself right now. Find ways to ground. Go touch grass, step outside, hug a tree, whatever. Take a bath, light a scented candle, whatever it is, but find a way to ground your energy, because that's what's going to get you through this. Okay, last two cards. Here we go. The Emperor in reverse. And the Ace of Cups. I love this so much. Okay, so the Emperor talks about institutions. It can also talk about the traditions, like the traditional way of doing things. Right now, I'm really seeing this card saying the things that worked before are probably not going to work right now. The things that have kept you sane and balanced in the past, you may need to find other ways of doing things. So other ways of grounding that, may be a little different. Listening to music and going on a walk. Listening to frequency music. And if one doesn't work, find another one. I love like the 452 hertz sometimes. Other times it's like, I don't know. I just do a lot of hertzes. There's one on Meditative Mind on the YouTube channel that's like, it's a upside down purple Dorito, it looks like, and it has been amazing for calming and clearing negative energy. It helps to balance me at times. There's also ones for sleep that are awesome. And if one doesn't work, find another one. Listen to Enya for grounding too. Look, I can put on a playlist of hers on Amazon Music. It's like Rediscover Enya, and get in an Epsom salt bath, and afterwards I feel amazing. So try some of that. Again, journaling, or walking outside, or chatting with a friend and hanging out. Ways to, like, if there's a scent that grounds you and calms you, like lavender or something, use something like that. There's so many ways. Real quick, I'm also going to say, the reason I said emotionally is because we have this Ace of Cups, which is new beginnings emotionally. And I really feel her holding her consciousness steady in this. That is what we are looking for. If we are giving in to fears, if we are giving in to worry, if we are giving in to what could happen if, my favorite astrologer, Lori Rivers from the Awake Space Astrology podcast, has said multiple times, fear is a misuse of imagination, or worry is a misuse of imagination. You can use your imagination to imagine the worst or to imagine the best, and it really is up to you. And I know if you deal with anxiety constantly like I do, sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you need other external things. Sometimes you need to get wrapped up in a weighted blanket. Sometimes you need the sensory of being in a really hot bath or a really hot shower. Sometimes you need the scents, the essential oils and such. Just, be careful. They can be very caustic to your skin. They can be awful for your pets. Cats are allergic to all essential oils. They just are. Do not use essential oils around your cats unless it's in a very large vented room, and do not burn them or diffuse them around your cats. Putting them like on a stone or something should be fine. And I'm not trying to fearmonger. They just don't process them well, and it can lead to breathing problems. So please be careful around your pets. But at the same time, there are times to use it, right? So I see her holding her consciousness steady right now. And it's in opposition to what like traditionally would work, or what traditionally has held. I see this as, okay, let me put this up for a minute. He's playing chess. He knows what moves to make, right? You have the horns here, very Aries, moving forward no matter what. In reverse, it's literally the opposite. Let's not move forward no matter what. Let's take a moment and breathe and collect our consciousness before we forge ahead. There's a time for fighting, and there's a time for resting. And right now, this is timeless. I know right now this reading is happening in November 13th, 2024. However, if you have found this reading after that, you may be in a similar situation where you need to hold your consciousness and let things play out the way that they're going to play out. Don't expect the worst, but prepare for the worst. Again, love Lori Rivers. She's always like, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. All you can do is prepare. There's no prediction that's 100% accurate, no method of predicting that is 100% accurate. Even if you know something is happening, you may not know details, right? We're not gonna know for a while, and you may not know for a while if you're finding this later. So take a minute. Instead of letting your mind be clouded with fear and worry, hold it steady. Hold it, let it move through you. Feel your feelings. Don't focus on, how do I say this? Don't focus on the reasons why for your feeling, or why you're feeling what you're feeling, but notice where it is in your body. Send love and compassion to that area and watch how it will move where it rests in your body. It may not be completely gone, and that's okay. You don't have to fix everything right now. The important part of this is it's to where you're not loaded and working. Like, this is how you work through your fears, guys. This is 100% working through your fears. You feel it, you notice it. You notice how it feels in your body. Do you feel hot, cold? Does your heart feel like it's clenching? Are you breaking out in a cold sweat? All of these things. And then you send love and compassion towards that area. And like this river, it'll start moving through you. Okay. Whew. So we have been living in unprecedented times for a hot minute, and I know it's hard. You were made to live through this, though. You have what you need. If you don't, and you're genuinely worried, please, please, please seek out community, seek out support. If you have any questions, guys, or you have any thoughts on this, please leave them in the comments so that we can build each other up and encourage one another. definitely felt like I needed to do a reading today. I had no idea it would be this deep. If you're here for the first time, welcome. This is a very heavy reading to get through, but I really appreciate you guys being here. And hopefully this will help you as you move through this coming week. I know stuff is intense right now. It may get better, it may not. We're just in this in between, and it sucks. And I know it sucks. I would highly recommend, even like predictions aside, Lori Rivers, Awake Space, Astrology, Patreon, even if you just join for the $5 a month, is a amazing place right now. Everybody is very uplifting and supportive, and helping each other to process through this weird energy. So I 100%, like, I'm on there. If you just need that extra bit of clarity or that extra bit of support right now, because I know it's scary. And these are some ways you can move through it, but she gives so much more. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me here today. My hope is that you guys are safe and that you're keeping yourself safe and grounded. That's the energy we need to be moving forward with right now. Not fear, not anxiety, not worry, but groundedness and an acceptance of, maybe we don't know all of what's happening right now, but we can do our part with where we are. So thank you again for joining me today. I really appreciate you guys showing up. So hope you guys have a great week. Bye.